In 2017, Burma, Asia, also known as Myanmar, a genocide started through violence, rape, and murder. The government was mainly Buddhist, but a small Muslim minority group called the Rohingya had ethnic clashes with Buddhism. It's been going on over 50 years now, and it has slowly began to worsen and is not showing any signs of positive improvement. A military group called the Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army called themselves responsible for starting attacks on police and military posts. The government called ARSA a terrorist organization, and the military launched a campaign starting mass chaos. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has described the violence as ethnic cleansing and the humanitarian situation as catastrophic. Rights groups and other United Nations leaders suspect acts of genocide and have taken place. And in September 2018, a United Nations fact-finding panel released a report that claimed the Myanmar government had genocidal intent against the Rohingya. The chair of the United Nations panel said it found clear patterns of abuse by the military, including systematic targeting of civilians, committing sexual violence, promoting discriminatory rhetoric against minorities, and creating a climate of impunity for sectarian forces.
According to a world report in 2019 by Human Rights Watch, within its first year, there are up to 10,000 deaths, which is the size of the Las Vegas baseball stadium. People are being shot, hacked, burned, and starved to death. 700,000 people of the 1 million Rohingyas have fled to Bangladesh, which is similar to the size of Denver, Colorado. They're settling in crowds and camps. There are warnings of evidence of mass rapes and killing of children. Arsons, extortions, and lack of nutrition and health care are present, as well as sexual violence and abduction of women and children that come from such atrocious events. Looking at 2018 report, about 400 villages completely destroyed by fires, bulldozed by the Myanmar government to cover up the evidence of their doings. As of 2020, this is still going on to date. This can be related to a size of a regular neighborhood in Las Vegas. Conditions remain dire for the estimated 500 to 600,000 people still in the Rakhine state.
How has the rest of the world responded? Neighboring countries such as Malaysia, India, and Thailand have dealt with the struggle. Refugees in Malaysia have no legal status and can't work, their families cut off from access to education and healthcare. In India, the Hindu government is calling the Rohingya illegal immigrants and sending them back to Burma. Thailand, a common post for human smuggling, migrants are arriving by boat and getting trafficked. United Nations investigators say the commander-in-chief and 5 generals under Myanmar's military should be prosecuted under international law. UN has publicly called out Myanmar's officials to face charges over genocide acts against the Rohingya. There has been backlash on social media and social media networks over how parts of the world could have a huge influence. Blame is also being put on Myanmar's state councilor and Nobel Peace Prize winner Aung San Suu Kyi for failing to protect her citizens with her place in the Burmese democracy.
It could happen here. We often think of such genocide to be far away, distant events that are only instigated by barbaric and backward society. But even now, we see warning signs in our country and community. There is an awful amount of dehumanization in the United States, but the most recognized is the one at the US border, where they take dehumanization way too far for the people trying to cross the border. When comparing this genocide to the size of Las Vegas, it is taking out nearly the whole city, approximately 85% of Las Vegas. Families are continued to be abused and disturbed in their homes. In 2018, there were more than 700,000 men trying to raid everyone's houses and invade their privacy. Why genocide is becoming more and more popular through the nation due to too many reasons, including the fact that it is slowly being pushed into the media by others trying to listen.
It's our chance to prevent this. You think you can't, but one person, only one, can butterfly effect and change the world. Genocides. How do you decide to act? It all begins with keeping an open mind and an open heart. Don't be someone who follows a crowd and get involved if you see something going wrong. This doesn't mean going out and fighting, but even the most subtle hint of disapproval or resistance can cause cascading effects. Don't think it's out of your control or it's not your problem, and even as one individual, you can make a change. It is also essential to spread awareness and accuracy, as these atrocities often bring with waves of disinformation or simply a lack of data in general, and the less the world, the communities know about this, the easier it is for the perpetrators to get away. Look at your sources. Look at social media. How do you choose to look for information? Would you perceive information like rumors roaming around your school? Fight against these needs. It's your choice, your conscience. It's up to you to spread awareness. Start a fight for help.